Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August the 18th. I hope you guys are doing well so far. I will be using a few affirmations for this message, but I also have a goddess oracle deck that could be confirmation for some of you guys that resonate with this. Whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You can still resonate with the message because, again, it's just about energy, okay? Not about gender. So let's jump right into it and see what you guys might need to know when it comes to affirmations. All right, guys, but I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I hope you guys are doing well mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. All right, let's get started. Okay. So Spirit, what affirmations do you have for the collective at this time? What affirmations can you give to the collective? Thank you. It says, I belong. Okay, this is the first card of the deck. So it says, I am part of an infinite cycle of creation. I have the right to be in this world. I am surrounded by true friends. I am connected to my heritage. I am never alone. Okay, so if you guys were feeling like you guys were the only ones, like say you guys are into this kind of stuff and crystals and astrology and, you know, the whole works, right? And, you know, sound bowls and all that good stuff. Some of you may feel like you guys are the only one in your city or in your community where you live. But then when you go online or social media or, you know, you basically put yourself out there, the more you start to realize that you resonate with other people who like basically the same things you like, you know, online or, you know, in your energy. Okay, so there's something about energy being very significant when it comes to meeting people who are very similar. Okay. It says, I am powerful. I believe in myself. I am more powerful than my fears. The fire of my spirit is unstoppable. The great force of life flows through me. So yeah, there's something about stepping into your power, and that energy has been showing up very heavily in the messages. I know when I use the Sacred Divination Oracle deck, right? That energy showed up as well, where you guys are stepping into your power and releasing and letting go what no longer serves you. This is about burdens, okay? Whatever is not meant for you or not meant to be in your energy, you're letting that be, okay? But you guys are powerful. You guys are a powerful source. You guys are a powerful being, okay? Whether, you know, people want to admit it or not, you just have a lot of, you know, power and, you know, strength about you. And even if it is quiet confidence, people can still sense that about your energy and your aura, okay? So take what resonates with that. So Spirit, what other messages? Ooh, what other messages do you have? Thank you. I am resilient. It says I can overcome any difficulties and become stronger. Okay, I was saying this before too. Stronger, wiser, more loving, and more beautiful. Any obstacles that I encounter are mirrors of my inner conflict. They help me grow. Okay, so having resilience or being resilient is significant as well for some of you guys. Maybe you guys are stepping into this abundant energy with 333 on the timer, being supported by your ancestors and guides when it comes to, you know, you stepping into your power, showing strength, right? Being resilient, being perseverant. Even the days where you feel like you want to complain, you don't complain, okay? You move forward with positivity and light, okay? So yeah. I am courageous. It says, I do and say what I know to be right, even if it's not easy. I stay loyal to my true self. I face challenges with dignity. I am not afraid to take risks towards a more fulfilling life. Okay, so taking risks are significant with the Fool card. Some of you guys are taking risk on your path, whether this is, you know, moving to a new country, leaving that job, finding a new job, okay? Whatever it is, obviously you're being smart about it. You're not just leaving something without, you know, having a plan or having, you know, a second option just in case something happens. But there are people who do that. They leave something and then something shows up. Not everybody's as lucky, okay? But there is something about your energy where when it comes to luck, maybe some of you feel like you have to work really hard to manifest or, you know, receive your blessings or your, you know, whatever you're attracting. But Either way, the reason why you still receive, whether you try hard or not, is because you're courageous. Okay, so definitely take whatever resonates with that too. Okay, we have I am expressive. I communicate clearly and eloquently. It is easy for me to put my feelings into words. My ideas are interesting and well presented. I am active and creative. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Then we also have I am safe. Okay, it says I couldn't have done that without you. I love how you really listen to me. I am blessed to have you in my life. So you could be saying this to somebody, or somebody in your energy may feel this way about you. Okay, so take whatever resonates with that. But there's something about your energy where you could be really kind, loving, caring, okay, very nurturing as well. Okay, and like I said, some people may take your kindness for weakness, but change is very significant with, you know, you stepping out into freedom, like 555. Change, freedom, adventure, you know, embracing basically newer beginnings, okay, or new experiences, but also learning to adapt, okay, when it comes to this movement and flow energy that you guys are in. Okay, so I'm gonna get another card here for this deck. So Spirit, give me one more card from, thank you, Healthy Lifestyle. Okay, this card says it's a good day to honor your body by nourishing and purifying it with balanced food and enough water. Okay, so there's something about taking care of your mental well-being, your health, okay, your body, right, things like that. But for some of you guys, even if you guys are doing this, maybe this is something that you guys recently started doing over the last few days or weeks, okay, and there's something about that energy showing up where, because you're taking care of your body and you're concerned about what you put in your body, what you eat, what you drink, you know, there's certain things that are changing in your energy when it comes to like manifestations. So, you know, they say apples mean knowledge, okay, but you know, certain fruits like, you know, pineapples and things like that, that could mean prosperity, connected to your solar plexus. Apples, depending on if it's red or green, connected to your root chakra and heart chakra, that kind of stuff, right? So take whatever resonates with that. But there's something about the energy where, you know, even if you're not the healthiest person, you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, 1111 is very significant for somebody as well. It says, I'm connected to the power of the divine. Harmony and magic fill my life. Okay, at the back we have message from Archangel Haniel. It says, as the grace of God, I can help you connect to your ability to manifest magic through the divine feminine. And it's the same thing I just mentioned when it comes to you manifesting. Okay, being able to manifest through your magic. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So it says, I have complete control over my thoughts. I choose to create only happiness in my life. Okay. This card says, message from Archangel Jophiel. It says, call upon me when you need help managing your negative thoughts so you control the story you are manifesting. So there is something about taking control of your thoughts, and basically whatever it is that your thoughts are, it can manifest basically into your reality. So if you're thinking negative, then unfortunately negativity will show up in the energy. But if you're positive, then that will show up as well. Okay, so it's basically like the universe is teaching you guys to try to remain positive. And I know that's really hard sometimes, but Spirit is saying to try your best to remain positive, you know, so that you can manifest your desires or your dreams or goals. Okay. It says, much of the stress that people feel doesn't come from having too much to do. It comes from not finishing what they've started. Okay, so take what resonates with this. That could be clarity for somebody. Some of these cards flipped over, but I just flipped them back, if anything. Like this one too. Thank you, Spirit. So this one says, the aim of life is to live, and to live means to be aware. Joyously, drunkenly, serenely, divinely aware. Okay, so there's something about joy, having fun, letting loose, okay, releasing negativity or negative energy. Okay, for some of you guys, you know, like I said, you guys could be dealing with people around you who are negative, or This could also talk about people who don't like to be open-minded about, you know, learning new things, or, you know, seeing things from a different perspective, right? So I'm gonna get a goddess card. Hopefully I can get maybe one card for you guys, but let's see what shows up. So Spirit, give me one card for the collective when it comes to goddess oracle messages. Thank you. So it says, Ellen of the ways, okay? It says, I choose the right path for me, okay? And I'm going to see if I can get, like, the full meaning of this message. But basically, from what I'm seeing, it's like, no matter where the universe takes you, no matter where the wind blows, right? You will always get back on track, okay? It's almost like a train being off track and then getting back on track. Some of you guys, even if you're being directed by people, okay, by environments, society, whatever it is, you will always find a way to come home to yourself no matter what when it comes to your path and your purpose. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can find the meaning of this and I'll read it to you guys. So Ellen of the Ways, okay, this is a Celtic goddess of pathways, guidance, shamanism, magic, and nature. Okay, it says, at the dawn of time, Ellen of the Ways sprang forth, ready to greet the sun and embrace her destiny. Her limbs are strong and sun-kissed. Her hair is red and tousled, braided with vines and leaves, and her eyes are the brightest green to match the new shoots and shrubs that come to life all around her. Most striking of all are the antlers that twist from her brow like a crown of bone. She walks the dream world just as she wanders the real world, and though you may never be sure if you've really seen her, she'll be there to help you find the right path and discover your life's purpose. Okay, the ritual for this says, Ellen of the Ways, the Celtic goddess of pathways, inspires us to choose our journey wisely. Writing down specific goals embodies her energy of direction and purpose. The first thing says, think of a personal growth or career goal. And the second one says, write down a specific and achievable steps towards it. Okay. And then this is the photo here. Okay. The picture. So definitely take what resonates with this, but I am going to end it here. All right, guys. But thank you guys for the love and the support, and for, you know, liking, sharing, commenting on the videos if it resonates, okay, and supporting what I'm building at this time when it comes to like collective energy, community, and things like that. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next reading. All right, guys, have a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. All right, guys, bye.